Hi, it's time for good energy, and I'm Dr. Julie, and today I'm hanging out in the tree fort again. Today we are working on day 41, vision, mindfulness of the complex stuff that we see. And today is a review of the Bodyful videos that we've shot up till this point on the sense of vision and how that can bring you into your body. All right, let's start with our basics. Let's start with our breath. So take a deep breath in and release. Deep breath in from all the way down to the bottom of those ribs, into the deep back, all the way up to the top. Deep breath in. And release. Now it's a Sunday. Some of you have been busy thinking about things. They've crept into your head. Some of you have been working on things. They've crept into your head. So think about your garbage. Think about where it is in your body. Take a deep breath in. And release. I'm feeling it underneath this collarbone. That needs a little bit of work today. All right. So, vision. Very complex, immediate sense that we use that literally takes seconds for photons of light reflecting off of things, bouncing into our eyes, going into our brain, crisscrossing, and ending up back here where things are put together in a really complicated way. We can see depth, we can see colors, and all of that based on how much is pinging inside our visual receptors. It is pretty complex vision. And we've just taken bits and pieces apart to try to use that to bring us into our body. So today I just want to kind of review what we've been working on so far and just give you a chance to experience sort of the summary of what's been going on with the visual field. So let's start with day 7. Day 7 was about color perception. And unless you have a form of color blindness, you can see the entire spectrum. And certain colors, just like when we talked about hearing and sound, certain colors, just like certain sounds, are going to have a very energetic boosting sense on you, and some of them are going to weigh you down. We talked about in that video that green is a very nervous system calming color for most people, but that it's not for all people. So just take a look at some colors and see how they make you feel. If you are part of the Healing Equation private Facebook group, we're going to cover a word for that, and that's called organoleptic, which is a pretty cool word. It's using all of your senses to decide if something is good. Think about it as a very complicated way of smelling the milk to decide if it's sour or not. We can do that with color. So on day 7, we talked about color calming. What colors calm you? You can use your senses to figure that out. On day 12, we talked about pattern perception. Pattern perception is an amazing thing. And I was up here in the tree fort, and we looked through the various branches, and we looked at patterns there. But then we also looked further. We looked over to the clouds to see what they were doing, and just knowing that patterns flow over patterns just like they do in sound, but in vision we can pick them out a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to train ourselves to figure it out because that is our dominant sense. In day 20 we worked on accommodation. Accommodation is how the eyeball gets bigger and smaller as things come into your visual field and as they go out. And that was a use it or lose it thing again. We don't spend a lot of time moving from close to far away to close very often, as much as we did as we were kids. We didn't just get down and look at a bug and then wave hi to our friend who's a block away. So accommodation was something that you could practice that could help that eyeball expand and contract. On day 27, it was a rainy walk, and I brought up the old phrase, don't step on a crack or you break your mother's back. But I also do that with worms. A really good way to coordinate foot-eye coordination is as you're walking, as you're running, and it's rainy, pay attention, try not to step on a worm, try not to squish it. It's a great way to kind of connect vision with feet. And if we think back to balance, vision is a really good important sense of balance, and so training yourself to be really adept at adjusting is also a really good thing. And of course, on day 31, getting back to that color and color calming, I showed you how to change your iPhone or your iPad, any iOS device, to red shift, because red shift in the evening is significantly more calming than looking at your full spectrum colors on your device at night. And so you could also notice that when we did that, you could shift it to red, but you could have also shifted it to green or blue, whichever you find more calming. And that actually might be a way to incorporate day 31 with day 7. If you're looking to see what color is mostly calming for you, you can play with that color tint bar and see if there's something that you organoleptically, in your senses, feel really cool about. All right, so that was a review of everything we've covered for vision. We've got 2 more reviews coming up. And then next Tuesday we start on new material again. Yep, I got new stuff. As I told you, I taught sensation and perception for 6 years at at college level, and was a graduate student in cognitive psychology. So I got a lot of stuff up my sleeve that we can talk about. And so these are just little bits and pieces. I hope you're still enjoying these. I hope these are helpful to you as you try to find ways to get out of your head and get back into your body, or you're just looking for ways to distract yourself or to work on mindfulness. All right, let's take our last breath in. Take a breath in and release. All right, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.